Welcome back to the Future of Work weekly report, where we decode headlines, question the corporate hype, and drag outdated leadership practices through the metaphorical Slack thread they deserve. Today, we're talking about three very 2025 things. AI coworkers who are apparently better team players than Steve from finance. Sorry, Steve. RTO mandates that are ironically fueling remote work, and co-working spaces where the future of collaboration meets the smell of someone else's lunch. Let's get into it. I should warn you, we are a little bit behind this week, so we won't have any fancy videos popping up, but it will be a little bit shorter and straight to the point. With that, let's get started. A new study published on RZIV, probably said that wrong, but it was covered in Quartz, found something wild. Teams that included both humans and AI agents performed up to 60% better than all human teams. Let me say that again, 60% better. That's not just improvement. That's, I no longer have to triple check Steve's spreadsheets level efficiency. Steve, I'm sorry. Just not your day. But here's the kicker. AI didn't lead, it followed. The most successful teams were ones where humans remained the decision maker and AI acted as a co-pilot, which honestly is great because the only thing worse than a micromanager is one powered by GPT-6 and no social awareness. Kind of like Michael Scott in The Office. Yeah, maybe. Still, this raises a real question. Are companies prepared to teach people how to collaborate with AI? Or are they going to dump AI into workflows like it's a new intern and hope for the best? Here's a quick tip. If you're rolling out AI at your company, train for collaboration, not just automation. Let the humans lead, at least until AI gives performance reviews without causing HR incidents. Again, Michael Scott. Next up, return to office mandates. Remember when companies said, we're not going fully remote because we care about culture? Well, it turns out that that was actually code for we signed a 10-year lease and we're panicking. We need you back now. But here's the twist. According to Inc., the more companies push rigid RTO, the more demand rises for co-working spaces. Yes, the very thing these companies were trying to avoid. Flexibility, autonomy, trust. And it's not just startups. Larger organizations are using co-working passes to hedge against their own office drama. It's like Office Space, but commitment-free and with kombucha on tap. I can't do kombucha. It hurts the acid reflux, getting old over here. All right. If RTO isn't working, don't force it. That's a quick takeaway. Pilot a flexible co-working model and see if productivity improves when employees can choose where they actually want to work. Or just don't care where they work and make sure that you measure on performance and outcomes. But who am I? All right, finally, let's talk about co-working space etiquette, or total lack thereof. In a story that reads more like The Onion than Inc., remote workers are bringing bearded dragons, skipping shoes, and live streaming themselves like it's Twitch for consultants, which begs the question, is it still a professional space if someone's editing pitch decks next to a lizard eating crickets? It's a good question. The problem isn't co-working. It's that when you eliminate structure and culture, people start treating the office like their living room. Pro tip for teams using co-working spaces. Set a shared code of conduct. Doesn't have to be intense, but no reptiles and keep your shoes on is a solid start. So what did we learn? this week. AI and humans can work together better. Just don't let AI run the team meetings yet. RTO mandates are ironically pushing people further away from traditional offices, and co-working spaces are the new frontier filled with opportunity and possibly a snake or two. The future of work isn't just about where we work. It's about how we collaborate, who we work with, be it a bot or bearded lizard, and whether the systems we build actually support the way we get things done. That's it for this week's Future of Work weekly report. Like, subscribe, and send this to your boss if they're trying to drag you back into the office 5 days a week. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.